Well, our lung health is so important, and the smoke this summer may have made it difficult for any of us. We'll pile on mask wearing, and things could have gotten pretty tough around here. Well, here's Dr. Pyle Coley with lung news you can use.
Dr. Coley, it's been so tough for people, this year at least, who have issues with their lungs like me, asthma and stuff like that. With the smoke and all of that, it's been so difficult. Have you heard a lot about this too?
We've heard so much about it, Danny, and it's not just the air quality, it's the having to wear masks,
right,
which makes it even harder to breathe. And it's not just lung disease. Actually, it can affect your risk of heart disease, it can affect your risk of dementia, of cancer, accidents, all kinds of problems can come from the air quality. So we're seeing so many people coming in with so many different things because of it. And a lot of it overlaps with COVID. When you get those stuffy nose type of symptoms, maybe a scratchy throat because of the air quality, a lot of people worry that they have COVID. So it's been even more complicated because of that.
Yeah, it's been difficult because I know even within our office, so many people have said, oh, my allergies, but is it allergies or is it COVID or is it asthma? I mean, it's so tough to tell.
It's really tough to tell. And you really want to think about air pollution like a toxin. And think about the toxin affecting anything it comes into contact with: your skin, your eyes, your mucous membranes, and your nose, your throat, and your lungs. So you're inhaling that toxin into your lungs. It can really cause a lot of inflammation.
So we know the typical advice, stay inside on high pollution days, don't exercise at certain times, stuff like that. But are there other ways that we can prevent or at least help ourselves when it comes to feeling, these symptoms during the day?
Well, so it's really important to think about the dose of the pollution that you're getting. So as you pointed out, you want to minimize the dose.
Sure.
So you want to be not doing something outside like exercising, which makes you breathe a lot, take in a lot of air pollution.
Sure.
You want to think about what group you fall into. So are you a child who's more vulnerable? Are you an older person who's more vulnerable? Are you an athlete who's more vulnerable? Or a pregnant woman? Those are all more vulnerable categories.
Sure.
And those people may want to, exercise extra precaution. Now, if you wear an N95, it does protect you against the smoke, but as you can imagine, in the heat and everything, and the tolerability of wearing that for many hours can be challenging, but our regular masks won't do it. So don't, trick yourself into thinking that it's working to protect you. But one way in which you can really keep yourself healthy is by keeping the inflammation in your body down in a general perspective. So protecting yourself from other respiratory illnesses, whether that's the flu or COVID or anything else that can cause inflammation in the lungs, can really help protect you, so that if you get air pollution exposure, your lungs are ready to fight it.
Okay, yeah, and that's all great advice too, especially again when it comes to talking and thinking about COVID on top of all of this. And since COVID is a respiratory illness and the air pollution can affect our lungs, is there a relationship between COVID risk and air pollution, especially as we, continue to worry about the Delta variant?
This is something we're just learning about, and it's terrifying because having bad air quality outside doesn't just increase your risk of getting COVID, it also increases your risk of having a worse outcome with COVID if you were to get it. And the whole idea is that your immune system is busy fighting two things. Basically, it's fighting the air pollution and causing inflammation from that, and then it has to fight COVID. So you really want to make sure that the things that are controllable you're doing, such as minimizing your exposure to the air pollution, but at the same time getting that vaccine for COVID so you can protect yourself against COVID as well.
Okay, all great advice. Dr. Coley, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
9Health fairs are back, and they run now through November 13th. Check your nearest location and pre-register for your health screening by visiting 9healthfair365.org.